Hello, guys. Today we will discuss a very important topic, that is how to start coding. Okay, how to begin coding, how to learn coding. Okay, this is what we are gonna discuss today. So, why coding? Coding is a paradigm which helps you do amazing stuff. Okay, you can do mind-boggling stuff with coding. Amazing stuff like you can develop softwares, you can develop a website or whatever you want. Okay, using coding, and uh, and you can also get useful insights for any given data. That also you can get through coding. Okay. Now, how we can learn coding from scratch? So first, you need to learn a programming language. So what is a programming language? Programming language is a language using which you can program. Okay. In order to build anything, like add two numbers or take a input and print the input, whatever you wanna do, you must do it using a language. Okay, and there are standard way to write a program. So you must learn that first. That is your first step. Once you're comfortable with a language, now you can start picking up simple projects. Okay, simple projects means to build any stuff, whatever you want to build, like a website or a calculator, anything you can build. So using that programming language which you have learned. Okay. A very simple programming language, I would say, is Python. uh, uh, I'm I have learned Python few years back, and I'm pretty good at it now. So I can say Python is a very simple language. I also know other languages like C, C++, Java, PHP, JavaScript. These languages also I know, but among all these, I have found that Python was very much easy to do, to learn, and to do any stuff whichever you want to do. You can do it very easily in Python. So I'd suggest you, if you are a complete beginner, go with Python. Now, after learning a language and starting few projects, you can also go in the track of competitive programming. Okay, competitive programming is what? Competitive programming is something where you compete with others uh, in your programming skill. Okay, there are standard problems are given, few problems are given, and you need to understand the problem and solve the problem using any programming language. And based on that, you get your rank in any competitive programming contest. This help gives you a pretty good edge among others, and also helps you write efficient programs, time efficient programs, memory efficient programs, which takes less time to execute and less memory in the computer, or wherever you are running the program, in whichever system you are running that program, you are deploying that program. It takes less memory. That's how competitive programming really helps in that. In competitive programming, you'll also learn various data structures and algorithms. Okay, various data structures and algorithms you will learn in competitive programming, and these data structures and algorithms will help you write code more efficiently. Now, what to do if you have done all these things, all these 4 or 5 things? Then what to do next? If you have done all these things, then you can go ahead and start contributing to open source projects. Google has Google has a host several open source projects under it, so you can contribute to those open source projects and learn a lot. So these are the basic things you need to do in order to start coding. Hope you understand. Okay, now let's dig into bit deeper. Okay, now I told you about first learning a programming language. Okay, so programming language, there is Java, there is Python, there is C++, there is C Sharp, C, JavaScript, PHP, Scala, Ruby, Go. There are other languages also. So among all these languages, you can learn any one of them and start your coding journey. Okay, I would suggest go with Python if you are completely a beginner. Okay, if you are a complete beginner, then go for Python. You will you learn things pretty fast. Okay, it will minimize your learning curve. Now, what are the few simple projects? Let me give you some idea. Okay, about a simple project. Build a multi-page responsive website. What is a responsive website? Is which can be opened in mobile, tablet, desktop, wherever we can open a website. If we can open a website in different systems, this is called a responsive website. So you can build a multi-page responsive website. You can redesign and redevelop a existing website template. Okay, if you can easily get a code, if you Google, you can easily get code about a pre-built website and seeing them, learning from them, and you can edit few things and see how it's working. Deploy the code in some server and check. Okay, so you can learn a lot from that also. Other projects are like designing a simple JavaScript game, designing a simple application. Okay, simple application means a calculator or whatever, a simple application with few buttons and a UI display and what will be happening in the back end. You can design it using any programming language. You can do. You can also do web scraping projects. Web scraping projects is where you crawl other websites and collect data from those websites. Okay, you just give the website URL, then the program will go to the website and crawl the website. Crawl means visit the website and check for various document items like some images or some text or whatever you want. You can go through it and collect that data and get it back in your system. So you can easily do it in Python. There is Beautiful Soup libraries there. You can do it using Beautiful Soup, and other libraries also there in Python. So you can check out how to do a web scraping project in Python. You can Google it. You will get a lot of libraries, and you can easily do it in Python. Okay, and other is you can build a working chess game. Yeah, chess game also you can design. These are few basic simple project ideas which I can suggest. Now let's see what is there in the competitive programming tech. If you go in the competitive programming tech, there are several websites. Okay, like LeetCode, Top Coder, CodeChef, Codeforces. These websites host competitions. Okay, and if you do really good in those competitions, you can earn cash prizes, t-shirts, other goodies you can earn. So you can check out these websites. You can Google about LeetCode, Top Coder, CodeChef. These websites you can Google and you will get. And if you are a complete beginner, I would suggest go for CodeChef, because CodeChef you can easily get the solutions of the programs which are there for the competitive questions. Whichever competitive questions are there, you can easily get the solution of that. And editorials are very good, very nice editorials are there in CodeChef. And LeetCode is also good. You can also check out LeetCode. Codeforces is also very good. If you if you are becoming a bit pro in competitive programming, if you want to be pretty good in competitive programming, then I would suggest go for Code Forces. Code Forces is for like pro programming competitors. Okay, very good competitors are there, and very good questions are also posted in the contest. I have also participated in few of them, so you can check out these websites. Okay, for competitive programming. Now, contributing to open source project. Okay, if you want to contribute to open, there are a lot of open source projects which you can contribute, and one popular place where you can get about idea about a lot of projects is opensource.google. If you just search it in Google, this opensource.google website, you'll get this website, this below images there na? This way you'll get a lot of projects bubbling around, and you can choose any of the project and view project and start contributing. So once you're good at good and competitive programming, you have built a couple of projects, then you can go ahead and start contributing to open source projects. You will definitely learn a lot, and people will also benefit from your programming skills. Now, since you have watched so much, let's give you a code example. Okay, how you can start coding. So this is a simple program in Python. We are name is a name. This is a variable. Okay, name. This is variable, and this is a inbuilt function in Python to take an input. Okay, input will take an input, and after printing, enter your name. It will print enter your name, and then ask for input. Once you enter your name, it will take the input and store in the name variable. Then what we are doing, we are making one more variable output, and concatenating it with hello comma space and then name. Okay, and then printing the output. Let's see how this program looks. Let's run the code, and it's asking for entering your name. Okay, so let's enter Albert. Hello Albert. Yes, you can see. So just by these 3 lines of code, you have made a simple program to input a name and print hello with the name. So that's what, guys. It's pretty easy in Python. Okay, in other programming languages, if you have gone, then you have to write a few more couple of lines. But if you are in Python, just these 3 lines are enough to run this type of program. That's why I asked you to go with Python if you are a complete beginner. That's it, guys. This is what you can do. So I hope you start learning to code, and hope you do pretty good. Have a good day, guys. Thank you.